there's this huge rock on the floor, and I'm like, oh, I'm so strong. I pick it up, I spin round, and I chuck it, and the rock hit the edge of the scout's hut. But here is where the story bloody intensifies. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandmas and grandpas, aunties and uncles, dogs and cats, guinea pigs and regular pigs. I need all of you to listen up right now. Whether you're new to the channel or you're part of Team Morgz, this video is gonna be absolutely crazy. I guarantee you guys are all gonna learn something about me that I have never told you before. All I'm saying is, guys, watch till the end of the video because it is going down. Now guys, if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, I feel like you're already gonna learn a lot about me from this video, but to fill you in, my name is Morgz, aka Morgan, aka the kid with really red cheeks and stupid hair, and I'm known for, you know, basically being, you know, a legend. Okay. You've been here for like a minute and I've already told you a lie. For real though, you guys may feel like you know everything there is to know about me. However, I assure you, there's a lot more you guys don't know about my life. And I thought, why don't I make an entire video basically just exposing myself? Because that sounds like a brilliant idea. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to be basically telling you loads of stories of some of the worst things I've done in my life so that you guys know what not to do with your life. Now guys, I know I say this a lot, but if you're not already subscribed, please go down there and smash that subscribe button because I am uploading every single day in December. So if you're not subscribed, you are truly missing out. That's because in every single video I upload this month, there is a Google Play and iTunes gift card pinned in the comment section. Literally, just pause the video right now and look down there. There's a flipping gift card. Now there is only one gift card on every video and there's loads of you guys battling out for it. So if you want to be the quickest to get the gift card, remember to turn on notifications for the channel and make sure you subscribe. And finally, before we begin the exposing, it is getting closer and closer to Christmas. And if you want to get your very own merch for Christmas, maybe a little bit of Pug Life like I'm wearing, or maybe some MGZ, maybe some Prank King or Prank Queen, or maybe you just want a Team Morgz t-shirt, who knows? I'll let you in on a little secret, guys. So many of you guys are buying the merch that you have completely just crashed the system. You guys are literally copying way too much merch for us to handle. Team Morgz are so strong, the merch squad is so strong that you're just breaking everything, bro. You need to get it super quick because time is running out. The link is in the description, or just go to www.morgz.co, baby. But guys, I know, you want me to start the story, so let's begin the first ever story time with Morgz. Now guys, we are gonna kick this off with a bang, and we are gonna talk about the reason you guys are here, the story of when I almost got arrested aged like 8 years old. Like, that isn't even a joke. This is a pretty bad story of my past, but I think it's worth mentioning, guys, this isn't the worst story I have done. I have got one more story which is even worse than this one, and it isn't in this video, but if you want me to make another video on that story, I will do it if we get 20,000 likes on this video. So go down there, smash a like if you want that story time. But guys, for this one, I have to bring you back to about year 3, okay? Year 3. If you're from America, that's when you're like 8 years old. So like, I was young as flip here. We are going back well into the Fat Morgz days. We're actually a little bit before the Fat Morgz days. Like, this is before I got like super fat. Like, I wasn't even fully at Fat Morgz at this stage. That's how far back this really is. This was actually the point where I had my long hair and I dressed in like denim jackets, but not the cool denim jackets, not like my off-white denim jackets. I dressed in the fuggliest denim jackets you have ever seen in your life. Low-key, I had this thing when I was younger where I like kind of wanted to be like a rock star. Like, I had a like guitar. I was absolutely terrible, by the way. I had the big mop on my head. I dressed in legit tank tops, like vests, but not when I went on holiday, not because I had a good body. I legit just dressed in tank tops just because I liked them. Like, you could see my flab hanging out my arms and I still wore them. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Like, yo, rep whatever you want. I'm repping a t-shirt with a pug on it and I'm proud because it's flipping lit, but it just wasn't a good look. Like, low-key, I looked like a failed rock star. Or like, my mum would always say, oh, Morgz, you're gonna be in a band when you're older. And I was like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna be in the band. I'm gonna be rocking that guitar. And look at me now. Look how I've turned out. I'm just a flipping YouTuber. I just talk to a camera all day. So that's what I looked like back then. I was obviously around 8 years old. I was in about, I think it was like year 4. And I went to school, obviously. And the thing is, with my primary school, it was located right next to a woods or a forest. And what I used to do is after school ended, we'd all go into the forest, the jungle, the wild jungle. And when I say all, I mean just me because I didn't really have any friends. And one time, I remember I went into the woods with another guy and we were just like chilling in there. I remember I used to go in them same woods with like my scooter and like try and do like jumps on like this hill. And I swear every time I used to just fall flat on my face. And also right next to this woods was a scout's hut. It was like a hut where scouts went. Basically, I was just like throwing rocks about. Like, I wasn't trying to like hurt anyone or anything, but I remember we were just like throwing rocks, you know, just around this woods. And then what does Morgz do? The absolute clever clogs, the absolute genius. There's this huge rock on the floor and I'm like, oh, I'm so strong. I pick it up, I spin round and I chuck it. I open my eyes. Where is it heading towards? The scout's hut. And the rock hit the edge of the scout's hut. It didn't like smash a window or anything. It just hit the wall and it was made out of like stone. Like this was like a stone house in Minecraft. Like it was pretty tough. So I was like, oh, that was close. Yo, like low-key, at least it didn't go through a window or anything. But here is where the story bloody intensifies. What I want you guys to do right now is comment down below what you think happens next. I've just thrown the rock at the scout's hut. Comment down below at this point what you think is going to happen. I'll give you 5 seconds. Now, I don't know if any of you will have got this, but basically what happened is we just stood there, we thought it was okay, and then about 30 seconds later, a woman comes marching out. And when I say woman, I mean a woman. This woman, like, looked like she had the physique of a man. Like, she was scary, bro. She was scary. She comes out, she's marching towards me, and my face is basically... It probably wasn't like that, but you get the point. And she walks towards me and she literally shouts at me. She was stood like 3 feet away from me, like I could hear her perfectly, but she shouts at me, "What on earth have you just done?" I was like, hey, I was flipping trembling and I was like, and she goes, "Was it you that just did that?" And you know, probably the smart person would have just said no, but I said, yeah. Low-key, I had never been more scared. Like, I thought this woman was gonna pick me up and just like feed me to the scouts. And then here's where it takes a turn right. She goes, the kids in the scouts hall, they're all crying. It turns out the rock and made like a massive bang in there and it made all the kids like shocked and they were all like scared and they all started crying. Like, apparently it was really loud and it sounded like the building was falling down. And I was just messing about. Like, I was like, it's not my fault, I'm sorry. It was an accident, bro. It was an accident. I didn't mean it. But then, this is the part which is crazy, right? This is the part where you guys probably got it wrong. You guys probably said she called the police or something. They came and bloody arrested me, right? Plot twist, she was a flipping cop. I was at this point trembling and like shocked. I started crying, bro. The scouts all came out and they were looking at me and I was stood there literally crying my eyes out. I thought I was gonna get arrested. I thought I was gonna get handcuffed. I thought they were gonna send me to jail, bro. And then she says to me, "Give me your home address, phone number, and full name." And I remember this was my reaction. Morgan's. But I remember not being able to physically get my words out of my mouth. I was that scared. And then basically she takes my name, she's got my details, she writes them down, she storms off. And then just before she goes inside, she shouts at me again, "If I ever catch you doing this again, I'll have you put in jail. And at that point, I had literally, I just ran off. I was crying, I just ran off, and I just remember I just ran home. Like, low-key, I didn't like running, but I ran all the way home. I didn't know what to do. I was beyond scared. I was terrified. Bearing in mind, I always used to get in trouble with school all the time. My parents already weren't happy with me. I get home and I say to my mum, hi, are you okay? And like, she goes, yeah, like, what's up? Like, everything's fine. So, you know, obviously she hadn't ever been called. So I left it a day. And then the next day, not even my mum, my dad comes storming in. He storms in my room. He goes, Morgan, what on earth have you been doing? I've been rang up and told that you deliberately threw a rock at the scouts hut. And I was like, no, bro, it was an accident. I'm sorry, you have to believe me. We were just flinging them about. And then he starts going, the children were crying. You scared them all. And I'm just like sat there like freaking out, bro. I started trembling again. I was crying. Then basically what happened is I got flipping grounded. I was not even allowed to go in that woods for like the next year. And then ever since that day, when I'd walk out of school and see the scouts hut, I'd always be scared and I'd never walk that way near it because I didn't ever want to see that lady again, because I feel like if I'd have saw her again, she'd have probably like eaten me or like fed me to the scouts. Oh, so yeah, guys, that is the story of when I was almost arrested, when the police took my name and phoned my parents, aged literally like 8. Now guys, I'm not gonna give too much away, but there is a part 2 to this story. Get it? I'm not gonna give too much away. And guys, if you want me to make the part 2 to this story, which is arguably even crazier than the first half, let's get 20,000 likes on this video and subscribe so that you can be ready for that video. If we get 20k likes, I'll drop the part 2 to the Scouts Hut arrested police incident. It was crazy. And guys, hold up a minute. Don't even think this is over yet, because there is one more story. Not quite as intense as the first one, but pretty flipping weird, like literally crazy. Of another time that I was almost arrested. And basically, as this first story was going on, one thing I didn't even remember to mention to you, the house that I used to live at when my mum and dad were together was next door to a police station. And basically, the police station garden where all the windows looked over and my garden were connected. So low-key, like, I'd used to go on the trampoline, like, with all my friends. I didn't have any friends. I'd just go on there by myself. And I'd always, like, see the police people looking out through the windows watching me. And once we had, like, a water fight and they were all watching it. It was so weird. Like, I just didn't feel safe in my own garden. The police were always staring me down. I remember another time where I was playing football, and because obviously I'm terrible, I kicked the ball over the fence and into the police station. Basically, I had to go around and retrieve it, right? But I was too scared to knock on the door and ask for them to do it. So what did I do? I just went through into their garden, grabbed the ball and ran out. Like, I was just reckless. I can't think of a better thing to do to the actual police than break into their garden. Like, that's very smart. Well done, 10-year-old Morgz. But yeah, I remember this one time as well where I was like in a shed. I used to have a shed in my back garden, and I went in to like get something and the door locked and I couldn't get out. I didn't have a phone at this time. My parents were inside and I was literally screaming for help, crying my eyes out. This is a pitch black shed filled with cobwebs, spiders, like low-key. Everybody has that shed where they just keep a bunch of like outdoor stuff and like nothing else, and it's just filled with spiders and like there was just stuff everywhere. I was crying, I was screaming, and it ended up what happened is one of the police guys had heard me, gone round to my house, got my parents, and then when they came to free me, there was a police guy, my mum and my dad all standing there. And like, I went from seeing spiders, cobwebs, and darkness to a flipping policeman. Like, I thought, like, am I about to get arrested here for, like, getting trapped in a shed? But yeah, guys, that's just a few other stories of some other times where I thought I almost got arrested. Obviously, 10-year-old Morgz, 8-year-old Morgz was a little bit of an idiot. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this story, and as I said, you want the part 2 to this, let's get 20,000 likes on this video. That'd be absolutely amazing. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't already clicked the subscribe button, bro, what else do you want from me? I'm giving you everything right now. What else do you want to see? Are you not enjoying it? Is it me? Guys, I'm posting 31 days this December. Every single day a video at 6 p.m. with a gift card pinned in the comment section. Remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on channel notifications, and comment down below if you've enjoyed this story and if you want more storytime videos. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I've been Morgz. You guys have been awesome. Pug Life merch, go get it quick for Christmas, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.